with morning lows in the low to mid-60s. Bright sunshine through a veil of haze. Get used to that haze. The weekend looks to be okay. Pretty warm. Chance of showers? I'll answer that question in just a few minutes. Now the news is on your way.
Coverage you can count on. This is WAAY 31 News, first at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sharon Jovigan.
And I'm Craig Boswell. Glad you could join us for WAAY 31 News, first at 4.
And topping first at 4 this afternoon, the search for an escaped inmate that police say is very dangerous. The man is suspected of carjacking, abducting, and sexually assaulting an attorney in downtown Birmingham. You may remember the alleged abduction was captured on surveillance video. It happened back in May. Video clearly shows Birmingham attorney Sandra Eubank walking toward her SUV. She was then grabbed and forced into the vehicle. She was found 9 hours later, and the suspect, 35-year-old Dedrick Graham, arrested. Graham was indicted on Wednesday. He escaped from the correctional facility in Elmore County late last night. Investigators say he cut through a fence and got away.
And based on the information with the cut in the fence, that is our best information at this time, how he may have escaped. It could have been other ways that he have escaped, possibly may have had assistance outside. Again, the investigation is ongoing.
And if you have any information, call the FBI, the number 205-326-6166.
An escaped inmate from Franklin County is back behind bars this afternoon after a bloody high-speed chase. We must warn you that some of this video may be disturbing to some viewers. 29-year-old Christopher John Clark was finally captured in Memphis, Tennessee. He crashed his stolen car after a very long high-speed chase. He escaped Sunday. Police say he was with another inmate from Tuscumbia. While details are sketchy, it is thought that maybe he may have killed that other inmate. Clark suffered several injuries during the chase and capture. Decatur police are questioning a suspect in a bank robbery. It happened Thursday. Man held up the First American Bank on Beltline in Decatur at around 1:30 yesterday. This is surveillance video from that crime. Police say he claimed to have a gun but never showed it to anyone.
A violent accident on 231-431 in Hazel Green sends one woman to the hospital. These are pictures a 31 viewer emailed us this afternoon. The woman inside the car was trapped for several minutes. She was cut free from the car and taken by med flight to Huntsville Hospital. There is now a dollar figure attached to the investigation of Alabama native John Mark Carr.
Carr is the Hamilton man who confessed to being with JonBenet Ramsey when she was murdered.
Carr's claims have since been dismissed. This afternoon, the Boulder, Colorado DA says they spent about $24,000 investigating Carr, and that figure includes $6,000 for business class tickets to fly Carr back home from Thailand. Carr was cleared last week in the 1996 death of 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey. Carr now faces child porn charges in California.
Another agonizing wait for NASA and the crew of the Space Shuttle Atlantis. Today's planned launch of Atlantis was scrubbed once again. NASA has now decided to try again tomorrow. If that launch is scrubbed, it will be another month before a new launch can be planned. Gigi Stone has the story.
On the pad, so it's the right thing to do, and coming out here today, we got a good check, at least as far as we could get on all the systems, so we've got a lot of confidence for tomorrow as well.
It's getting frustrating for everyone involved. NASA had to delay the launch of the Space Shuttle Atlantis once again. A fuel sensor began acting up early this morning as the crew prepared for liftoff. Officials decided the bird isn't safe enough for flight.
At the end of the day, we had some folks who did not feel like that we should press on and launch today, and that we should follow the procedure that we previously established for good reason.
The agency is working to fix the problem, but it's running out of time. If it can't launch the shuttle tomorrow, it will have to wait until next month. The astronauts have been training more than 4 years for this mission. They began this morning by getting dressed in suits that weigh a few hundred pounds. That won't matter in space where there's no gravity. They also stopped for lunch. Chicken noodle soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, in case you're wondering. This crew will transport the heaviest payload ever, a 35,000-pound addition to the space station, with solar panels to generate electricity. NASA says it's learning important lessons from the space station that will help it get closer to making an eventual trip to Mars.
How to keep people in space for that long, how to make an oxygen generation system and a carbon dioxide removal system.
The success of this mission is important for NASA to stay on schedule. The space station's only half built, and it has to complete it by 2010 when it retires the shuttle fleet. At Kennedy Space Center, Gigi Stone, ABC News. More shots are fired in the war of words surrounding the war in Iraq. While President Bush argues for finishing the war effort, a new congressional report casts more doubt on pre-war intelligence. In fact, a new Senate report finds no connection between Saddam Hussein and al-Qaeda. Andrea Canning has more.
Friday, Democrats launched another attack against the Bush administration's case for going to war in Iraq, citing the findings of a new Senate Intelligence Committee report. The 400-page document examines pre-war intelligence on Iraq and concluded there is no evidence Saddam Hussein had a relationship with al-Qaeda, the perpetrators of the 9/11 attacks.
Today's report is a devastating indictment of the Bush administration's unrelenting, misleading, and deceptive attempts to convince the American people that Saddam Hussein was linked with al-Qaeda.
The report disclosed a CIA assessment that prior to the war, Saddam's government, quote, did not have a relationship, harbor, or turn a blind eye to Zarqawi and his associates. The Bush administration has said the presence of Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, al-Qaeda's former leader in Iraq, before the war was evidence of a connection between Saddam and al-Qaeda. Friday, the White House responded to the report.
It's one of the reasons why you had overwhelming majorities in the United States Senate and the House for taking action against Saddam Hussein.
The report comes out amid a series of speeches from President Bush stressing that Iraq is just one part of the war on terror.
It is the central battlefield where the outcome of this struggle will be decided.
Lawmakers say what has been issued so far is the least controversial of the report. There are still 3 more sections set to be released. Andrea Canning, ABC News, Washington.
In entertainment news this afternoon, a new film examines the life of an actor who once played Superman.
Long before Christopher Reeve, it was the Man of Steel. It was actor George Reeves. The new movie is called Hollywoodland. Here's Bill Deal.
The guy used to play Superman, and he shot himself. What? Someone thinks he didn't.
From 1952 to 1958, actor George Reeves starred in Adventures of Superman on TV. But then it was all over. Reeves died in 1959, a bullet in his head. His death ruled a suicide. Alan Coulter, a veteran of The Sopranos and Sex and the City, directs Hollywoodland, starring Ben Affleck as Reeves and Diane Lane, a rich older woman who falls in love with him.
George Reeves. Was it the line or the delivery?
I laugh when I'm happy.
I see. Well, who is it making you so happy?
I'm Tony.
Just a poor girl with no last name. I had no idea I could spread this much joy.
Who knows what you might be spreading.
How does Ben Affleck see Reeves?
This was a guy who really didn't get a fair shake, I don't think, in life. So to me, this movie is about giving him a fair shake and telling his story.
Adrian Brody plays a fictional private detective in the film who investigates whether Reeves was murdered.
Since when do suicides miss twice and start over? That's unusual.
You ever been to a party where a man goes upstairs and blows his head off?
No.
Then how do you know what's unusual?
Hollywoodland doesn't always click, but when it does, it's a terrific story with great acting all around. Ben Affleck surprised me. He's really good. Hooray for Hollywoodland. 3 stars. I'm Bill Deal.
All righty then. Well, there's more ahead here on WAAY 31 News.
First, let's check in with Brad for a look at the forecast.
And with the temperatures today back up in the mid to upper 80s, get used to days about like today for the next several days in your storm Force 31 forecast. By 9 o'clock tonight, 78 degrees, 63 degrees in the morning, and highs tomorrow near 81. Widely scattered showers, maybe a thunder shower. Best chance tomorrow in northwest Alabama and not in the northeastern corner. We'll talk about your forecast for your weekend. That's all coming up next.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Jerry Damson Auto Group.
The Huntsville Stars are on fire as the Southern League playoffs return to the Joe Saturday, September 9th for Game 3 of the divisional playoffs against the Chattanooga Lookouts. First pitch is 7:05. Gates open at 6. The action heats up at the Joe this Saturday. Get your playoff tickets now.
We educated you on all the benefits of your new Champion windows. We custom built your windows in our state-of-the-art factory. We professionally installed them, and we're always there if you ever have a problem. It's more than just a window at Champion. It's over 50 years of experience and 1,500 dedicated professionals. When it comes to your home, the easy choice in home improvements is the best choice.
Call me, Bob Arthur, and trust Champion for your easiest home improvement project ever.
WAAY 31 Chief Meteorologist Brad Huffines has a force of live Doppler radars surrounding the Tennessee Valley. Storm Force 31 live radar, the only network of its kind giving you a look at the valley from every possible direction. Storm Force 31.
A cook's home is a place where you don't have to worry about unwanted pests or the threat of termites. It's a place that's respected by your technician on the inside and on the outside. A cook's home is a place that's cared for by the best trained technicians in pest control. Professionals who truly care about your home and family. Is your home a cook's home?
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cook's Pest Control.
Color.
With new flooring, the very first issue is usually color.
Style.
We have so many styles of carpet, wood, ceramic, laminates, vinyl, options you may not have even thought about.
Selection.
Our selection here is so huge, but for me, that's part of the fun at Haley's, helping people choose what works perfect for them.
Like the beauty and value of Bruce Hardwood Floors, with an incredible selection from Haley's Flooring and Interiors, Bob Wallace Avenue, Huntsville.
For every woman who's ever wished to find her prince, that day is finally here. Introducing Prince Lorenzo Borghese, The Bachelor Rome, season premiere Monday, October 2nd, 9/8 Central, only on ABC.
Brought to you in part by Ziegler Meats.
Now, Storm Force 31 Chief Meteorologist Brad Huffines with your simple and accurate forecast.
Satellite picture outside showing the fact that we are seeing lots of clouds out west across the plains. A couple of storm systems rippling out of southwest Texas, another one coming out of Colorado and New Mexico. Neither of them look to affect our weather in the immediate future. What's happening here is we have a trough of low pressure at the surface. What's actually happening is this trough, basically just a convergence line where the winds are converging. This trough is actually moving east to west very slowly day by day, but then once the storms, the widely scattered showers that are developing in this trough, once they form, they're getting caught in the upper level winds, and they begin to move these showers off to the east. So even though what's causing these showers is drifting to the west, the showers themselves are trying to drift off to the east. Here's what Doppler radar looks like locally. You see these scattered showers developing across parts of northwest Alabama, mostly though northern Mississippi and up through middle Tennessee. Some of these scattered shower storms, brief downpours as they're developing. A close look at these on Storm Force 31 live Doppler radar. This is 8 live Doppler radars you see scanning across the Tennessee Valley, and together they're showing this mass of showers and a few thunder showers extending just southwest of Nashville down toward Tupelo. If you live in northwest Alabama, if you live in Giles County or Lawrence County, Tennessee, you might see a chance of some of these widely scattered showers living long enough to move into parts of northwest Alabama or southern middle Tennessee, but I don't think they're going to make it any farther than about I-65 before they're completely gone, and that'll be later this evening, if not shortly before or shortly after sunset tonight. Looking at the real-time forecast, watch what happens tomorrow. More widely scattered showers developing in the afternoon off to a trough, basically just off to our west. Notice tomorrow they develop just a little bit farther west as well. Some of those, though, could still drift into parts of northwest Alabama. Sunday, about the same story. Widely scattered showers possible, but only on a hit-and-miss variety. Most of the rain showers stay south, and basically what's happening there, even though our winds start to return back to the south and southeast by Sunday, that storm system down south is going to take most of the moisture that we would see, keep the humidities in a fairly comfortable level here, even though we'll see temperatures pushing 90 degrees. Temperatures outside when you wake up in the morning will be in the low to mid-60s, about 64 degrees in Russellville, Decatur, about the same, Fayetteville 63, Scottsboro right around 62 degrees. Afternoon highs climbing quickly near 87 to 88 degrees, almost everywhere, give or take a degree or two, so no matter where you go tomorrow, you'll see temperatures above 86 or 87. Outside right now, we're seeing temperatures in Huntsville at 89 degrees downtown, 89 degrees Decatur, 84 Florence, Athens, 88. In Fayetteville, 87 degrees right now. Scottsboro, 85, with these dew points still staying in the 50s and low 60s. The humidities are staying fairly low, and the winds are variable and light today. Overnight tonight, clear skies and 63 degrees, remaining cool overnight. Tomorrow near 88 degrees, clouds and sunshine, an isolated shower. Best chance again northwest Alabama or across parts of the western sections of southern Middle Tennessee. And your forecast 3 days away for your weekend, about the same type of weather, only about a 1 in 10 shot of showers. Saturday and Sunday, the heat continues, but it's a relatively dry heat. Temperatures in the 60s for lows, upper 80s for highs next several days, guys.
Thank you, Brad. Still ahead, a new way to get pain medication on First at 4.
Thomas Townhouse Furniture, it's our goal to help you find your perfect match. Check out this happy couple. They met at Thomas Townhouse. This one was a case of love at first sight. And it was Thomas Townhouse who introduced this match made in heaven. Just look into this girl's eyes. Now that's true love. It's the personal service at fair prices that keep families coming back to Thomas Townhouse. Exit 3 on 565. Furniture for families at Thomas Townhouse Furniture.
Hi, Dave Ingram, Mako Collision, representing Huntsville and Decatur, Alabama. We are a family-owned and operated business. We're committed to pleasing our customers. We offer quality repairs at reasonable prices. You're looking for the right company to fix your car? Trust Mako. If you've been in an accident and you're unsure of what to do, please call us. We'll be glad to help you.
Uh-oh, better get Mako.
Hungry to be your own boss? Then you're in the right place at the right time. And Quiznos is the right opportunity right now. All across the country, thousands of people have decided that owning a Quiznos was the best way to start controlling their future.
I'm building my own business. I'm building my own future.
I feel like now the sky's the limit. Quiznos is the right franchise.
You can't go wrong with an excellent product.
It doesn't get any better. The right time to find out about Quiznos is right now. The Quiznos Business Ownership Seminar is coming to your area. This seminar is a free, no-obligation event. Seating is limited, and so are the opportunities to join the Quiznos family. Act now and reserve your spot.
These are the dates and locations of the seminar nearest you. Call 1-800-734-0628 now, or go to www.myownsubs.com to reserve your seat now.
Quiznos right now.
Everyone knows about Lee's Magic Tunnel Car Wash on South Parkway. But if you're in a big hurry, check out our new Lee's Express on North Parkway, next to Krispy Kreme. It's the $5 3-minute Lee's Express wash with free vacuum. Plus you can get Rain-X, Armor All, and even Tricolor Wax, all at the brand new Lee's Express wash on North Parkway, next door to Krispy Kreme, across from Costco. Huntsville loves Lee's Express.
A new proposal might make getting pain medications less painful for the patients who need them. Here's Dr. Timothy Johnson.
Almost 50 million Americans suffer some kind of chronic pain. Many need strong pain medications that can be hard to get, even with a proper prescription. The United States Drug Enforcement Agency keeps an eye on prescription pain medicines such as OxyContin or codeine because they can be addictive and can be abused by drug addicts. The DEA estimates that 6 million Americans, including 1 in 10 high school seniors, abuse prescription drugs. Under current laws, doctors cannot refill a pain med prescription without calling a patient back to the office. Doctors can be arrested if they do not follow these government rules.
Up in a week. I mean, you call
but
me
it's
and let
not
me know.
easy for many pain patients who need daily medications, such as Vicodin, to return to the doctor every 30 days, as current laws require. A federal rule proposed this week would let doctors prescribe 90 days' worth of pain meds at a time. Right now, this new rule is just a proposal. Federal regulators will decide whether or not to okay the idea after a 60-day comment period. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dr. Timothy Johnson.
Does riding a motorcycle make you less likely to collect damages after you're injured?
Don Phelps and attorney Tommy Senior explain in today's 31 Legal Minute.
Got a very interesting question in from Todd from Scottsboro. I never really thought about this before, but Tommy, he says, I bought a motorcycle and my mom is terrified that I'll get in an accident. I understand the bikes are more dangerous than cars, but is there a difference for an injury claim involving a bike instead of a car?
You know, that's a good question. Legally, there's no difference. You know, we represent people who've been in motorcycle accidents, and the law is the same, the law of negligence, but there is a bias against motorcycle riders. It's some people, what are they doing out there? You know, they're asking for it syndrome. Now, I don't have that bias, but there is a bias. They're perceived as more dangerous than other vehicles, and they're easy targets for an adjuster or a defense lawyer to say, look, he was out there on a motorcycle, and, you know, some of these injuries could have been prevented if he'd been in a car. So there is a bias there, but the law's the same.
All right, so there you go. If you have a legal question for us, just email us at lawline@waytv.com. Now back to you.
All right, join Don Phelps and attorney Tommy Sinyard on 31 Law Line, Sunday night at 10:35. The topic, traffic accidents. Have a question? They have answers. Give them a call Sunday night. And stay with us here on First at 4, or check up your stocks is straight ahead.
Breaking news, the Steve Irwin Memorial and the newlyweds killed in the Con Air crash. Then, the secrets of Kennedy wives. And the Clay Aiken announcement. Next Insider.
Why are you still on dial-up instead of Bell South Fast Access DSL?
Money for our budget, yeah. I can't afford it. He has a bad job, so.
I work for your dad. Actually, Bell South Fast Access DSL is as low as $24.95 a month. Really?
Yeah, but some of those companies will start you off on one. They usually start you at that rate.
Then they hit you with the real price 6 months later.
Not with Bell South. There's no introductory pricing. Guaranteed. It's just $24.95 a month.
It's really that much faster?
Yeah. Bell South has speeds up to 100 times faster than standard dial-up.
100 times faster?
Oh, that's good. Wow. That's fast. So what are you waiting for? Go with Bell South Fast Access DSL today for prices as low as $24.95 a month. And you can even get $75 cash back on select speeds. Plus get a free modem when you order online. So why are you still using dial-up?
Why are we still using dial-up?
I don't know.
I am out of excuses.
Bell South. Listening, answering.
Need a good reason to smile? How about 5 reasons from Huntsville Dental Center?
1,
Dentures and partials that let you feel like yourself again.
2,
Our own lab right on the premises.
3,
With care for the entire family.
4,
New patients welcome.
5.
And Dr. Robert Pate with over 15 years of caring experience.
5 great reasons to smile from Huntsville Dental Center, 837-3800.
It's the premier piano event for the world's most advanced piano. Beginning Thursday, representatives from Hawaii Pianos will be on hand at Shuff's Music. New models will be introduced at factory direct prices with factory rebates. This is a first-time event for Shuff's Music and your best opportunity to see, hear, and buy the world's most advanced piano. All brands, digitals, and uprights will be greatly reduced. This sale runs Thursday through Saturday only. No commission salesmen. It's all about the music at Shuff's Music, historic downtown Franklin.
Next, E.T. Is Nicole Richie anorexic?
Do I worry? Yes.
Her father's intervention. Then Bobby Kennedy's funeral. Marie Osmond backstage. Plus Nick Lachey and the surprise Hollywood weekend wedding. Next, E.T.
We've come to the birthplace of Gridlock with 2 cars and 1 goal. Get off the island first. The new 303 horsepower Lexus GS 350. You can't lose.
Here's your Bloomberg After the Bell report.
Stocks rose as crude oil fell to a 5-month low, and a Federal Reserve official signaled the central bank is in no rush to resume interest rate increases. On Friday, all 3 major averages posted a nice gain. However, even with today's advance, the stock market fell during the week amid mounting signs that the housing slowdown is deepening. Lennar helped underscore those concerns about the housing market. Profit at the 2nd largest U.S. home builder by market value missed estimates in the latest quarter. That's its first decline in 6 years. And Hewlett-Packard also helped top the day's With business news, Chairwoman Patricia Dunn said she will step down if asked by the board. California's Attorney General is threatening to bring criminal charges against the PC maker, saying the company's chief took part in a probe that violated identity theft and computer information theft laws. Finally, Amazon.com is selling downloadable movies and television shows on its Amazon Unbox service. That's a move that challenges Apple's iTunes. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Deborah Costrin with the Bloomberg after the Bell Report.
Last look at weather next on First at 4.
The Huntsville Stars are on fire as the Southern League playoffs return to the Joe Saturday, September 9th for Game 3 of the divisional playoffs against the Chattanooga Lookouts. First pitch is 7:05. Gates open at 6. The action heats up at the Joe this Saturday. Get your playoff tickets now.
If it's on the floor, it's out the door. Sticks and Stuff is liquidating inventories in all showrooms and warehouses. Complete liquidation. If it's in a Sticks and Stuff showroom or in a Sticks and Stuff warehouse, it must be sold. Make any offer. It all has to go. This is the most dramatic sale in our history. Sticks and Stuff has slashed prices. Brand name furniture, Sealy mattresses, all sacrificed this weekend. It's out the door. That's all Sticks and Stuff stores. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Meet Dr. Keith Abloh. He's a psychiatrist.
My patients tell me, you're not like any other shrink I've ever met.
He's a husband.
We all have conflicts in our marriages. I have conflicts in mine.
He's a father.
Becoming a better parent is not as hard as you think.
And now he'll take on his newest challenge, you.
We're not going to create perfect lives on this show, but there are real things you can do to make your life better.
Make an appointment. The Dr. Keith Abloh Show.
Color.
With new flooring, the very first issue is usually color.
Style.
We have so many styles of carpet, wood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, options you may not have even thought about.
Selection.
Our selection here is so huge, but for me, that's part of the fun at Haley's, helping people choose what works perfect for them.
Like the beauty and value of Bruce Hardwood Floors, with an incredible selection from Haley's Flooring and Interiors. Bob Wallace Avenue, Huntsville.
Please stay tuned for the following public announcement. The government and private banks are liquidating foreclosed homes now. These homes must be sold. Properties may be sold for low or no down payment. For current foreclosure listings, call 1-800-257-1931. This is a public announcement. Government and private bank foreclosures are currently being liquidated. Call 1-800-257-1931.
I want to start off by showing you Storm Force 31 live Doppler radar and show you those areas of scattered showers and some thunder showers, mostly over parts of northeast Mississippi and middle Tennessee. Those showers are drifting toward the east. If you're going to one of the football games tonight across northwest Alabama, basically west of 65, you may want to carry the umbrella in the car with you just in case you need to grab it and carry it in with you when you go into the stadium. Here's your forecast 7 days away. Lots of 8s in this forecast with temperatures near 88 degrees, give or take a degree or two. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Not as warm on Wednesday and Thursday with an increasing chance of a widely scattered shower, maybe a thunder shower. Someone asked me here what the chances of rain were in Giles County. I will say that now for basically every county in North Alabama or southern Middle Tennessee. In the next 7 days, your chance of an appreciable shower or two is only about a 1 in 3 shot. In the next week, some of you may get to 1-2 inches of rain in these hit or miss storms, but most of us will stay dry.
Thanks, Brad.
All right. Thank you for watching First at 4.
More local coverage you can count on in 30 minutes. The Insider's up next.
When you see the red, white, and blue co-op sign, you'll find down-to-earth values every day.
Those guys over at the Farmers Co-op said this pond is full of catfish.
Well, if they say there's fish here, I bet there's fish here.
And when it's planting time, farmers know the only place to get seed, crop nutrients, everything you need for a strong, healthy crop, all under one roof, is the co-op. Drop by your quality co-op store today and check out the everyday down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Introducing Captain D's 3 Under 3. 3 amazing basket deals for under $3. Try our delicious batter dip fish, our succulent shrimp, or the best of both worlds with our fish and shrimp for an incredibly low $2.99. Plus, they all come with our golden fries and mouth-watering hush puppies. You'll wonder how we did it. Come in today and try our new 3 under 3 deal. You won't believe how much D's you get for under $3. It's a big deal, and it's only at Captain D.
When you walk into Emmett Blevins Jewelers, you enter a world of exquisite jewelry design, beauty, exquisite, heirloom, romance. Emmett Blevins Jewelers, creating a unique expression of beauty that will last forever.
Brad Huffines and WAAY 31. Coverage you can count on.
Get ready to be an insider.
Christy Brinkley is breaking news.
Needless to say, this has been a very difficult time for you.
The only TV interview since her bitter breakup with her cheating husband.
Oh my gosh, it's so